Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. So I just got done finishing book 1 in the Echoes Saga by Philip C. Quaintrell, and that is Rise of the Ranger. This was super good. I thought it was a really good first installment into a 9-book series. What was really nice about this is you've got several different POVs. One is a ranger who was trained as an assassin when he was younger, but he left that order and now is a ranger. So he just goes around the country and he helps out with people's problems for money. You get a perspective from a knight who is part of like an order of some sort. You get a perspective from an elven queen, a elf, a princess elf, and also a mage, and then one of the villains who is an elf. Those are the main POVs. You get, I think if I remember correctly, you get maybe like a couple ones here and there, but really like those are the main ones. And it's really like nice to see that because it brings everything together. What I really enjoyed was the villain's POV. In other epic series, you don't really get that. You know what I mean? At least the ones that I have read so far, you don't really see the villain's perspective. So I think it's unique, at least with what I have read so far in my reading journey. This is the only series where like that I've seen that you can read from the villain's perspective. So I really enjoyed that part. This world too, the world building was absolutely fantastic. And Philip did a really good job of not really like diving headfirst into it right at the beginning to like bore you. He wraps it around the plot and the characters so you get it while you are moving through the world. And this is in third person. It's not, there's no first person POVs, everything's in third, but it's really good. And so far the journey has been on 2 different continents in Verda. Yes. So the one continent is Ida, and the second continent is Ilion. So you go back and forth, and I've really like, I can't say it enough. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 stars. There's also dragons, and you get to meet some dragons in this one. There's a lot of talk about the dragons. And there's also like there's normal creatures, but then there's also mythical creatures. So like this has got a really nice blend because it's fantasy in a like, but like old, like your old fantasy kind of. It's not, it's like medieval, I guess you could say, style fantasy. Swords, bows, that kind of fighting, magic. And the magic is more of like soft magic. Now you have to have spells, at least the mages do. The mages need to know spells. And the mages have to have like some type of tool to be able to use the magic. But if you're an elf, you can just use it. You don't need a wand. You don't need a staff. And you get to learn about Asher, who is, in my opinion, he's the main character, but we'll see as the books continue to go on. He is the one that was trained at a young age to be an assassin. And he's now in this book, I think he's 49. Because when in the prologue, he's 9 years old. And you find, I don't think you know it's him until later, but he's 9 years old, and then things happen, and he then is found by an assassin and is brought back to their lair, basically, and is trained to be an assassin. And so that's what he has known his entire life, and those memories were lost. It's really interesting, and I won't spoil it, but from the prologue to the end, you learn something that happened, because the prologue is not specific. Like, at the end of the prologue, it's Asher as a young boy, and he's running out of the elven city, and then he meets the father of the assassins, who then takes him. But you learn kind of how that happened in the last chapter. That was a really nice reveal. I did not see that coming at all. So that was really, really good. But yeah, no, every single character, the depth is really good. You can tell the difference between all of them because they're all different, but they're all so likable. And like, even the villain that you get to read from, you might not like him, but his chapters are intriguing because you get to see into his perspective and see what's going on that side, and then try to also be like, okay, well, what are the heroes in this story going to try to do to stop the villain from getting what he wants? So this was a really good first installment in this 9-book series. I will be beginning the second one here soon. All of these are on Kindle Unlimited, so I have the physical copy, but then I also have it on my Kindle as well, so I can read it on the go. But yes, I was so happy with this, and I cannot wait to continue in this series and learn more. Let me know in the comments if you guys have read this series and kind of how you liked it. I would absolutely love to know. No spoilers though, because I would love to just dive in and kind of figure it out and get revealed myself. And for anybody else who hasn't read it. So don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, and be good people.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost,